Alright guys, this is the morning after Christmas. Here with my new muffler. It's a Black Widow Widowmaker. I'm gonna get this put on today. Right now I'm currently running no muffler at all. So it's a good little gift from me. I'll give you guys some cold start audio. I'm not gonna rev or anything right now just because it's so early in the morning, but I'll let you guys know how it sounds without the muffler. And then I'll record some clips later on when it's put on. And then, yeah, see you guys later. Guys, so this is the end of the day now. I had the muffler put on about 8 o'clock this morning. As of right now, I am running about a 3-inch tip on the end. I was running it without it, and it sounded nice. It was cool, aggressive, a little on the loud side, but it was just a little raspy, and a little too raspy for my liking. A lot of Toyotas can kind of get like that in the higher RPMs, but I didn't want that sound as often as I was getting it. So I went ahead and got that tip with the resonator built into it, and it took away the raspiness, gave it a little more tone, a little deeper, and it's just a little more mellow, you know. And I think after running no muffler for so long, I'm not upset about that. It opens up when you want it to, and it's still aggressive when you want it to be, but there's no really terrible cab drone, which I suffered a lot with my Flowmaster Super 10, and then obviously with no muffler at all. Because with the Flowmaster with this setup, and then before this I had no muffler at all, everything was an axle dump. So it was all right behind the cab, you know, right behind me, and just loud. So this one is a little farther back. One, because the pipe is longer, and then two, because the muffler itself is larger than the Flowmaster Super 10. I'm going to try to get a little bit, some baby pulls here on the street, and kind of show you guys like the spectrum of where it's sitting at as of now. I have some clips of what it sounds like on the inside without the tip. I'm debating on putting those in or not, but here's the sound of the muffler for you guys. That was about 10 to 50 right there, nothing too crazy. Just casual acceleration, nothing too wild. It's kind of a bad street to showcase this, just because there's a lot of lights here. But like I said, most of my driving at least is going to be on streets like this, just around town, to and from work, to school and home, that kind of stuff. So I wanted something that could be aggressive when I want it to be, but also be mellow when I want it to be as well, you know. That's very important for me, because I feel like when I first got into this kind of stuff, I was like, oh, I want loud, I want aggressive, I want this. And it's like, as you kind of, you know, spend more time in this community, this truck community, you kind of realize that that's not ideal, you know. Like cutting off the muffler is probably one of like the dumbest things I've done. One, because you mess up your gas mileage, because there's less downforce, so you lose power in the low end, which kind of sucks. And then of course it's loud, so a lot of things that I regret doing that for. But live and you learn. It's cool to have a muffler. Nothing wrong with having a muffler. I always recommend everybody now run a muffler. No matter what it is, run a muffler. It'll make a difference. But yeah, after a day of this muffler, I really enjoy it so far. Yeah, it's just the muffler. That's all. It's been changed. All the piping is stock, besides the turn down and then the tip, obviously. But besides that, all piping is stock. I didn't really want to invest in a full kit, just because I don't feel like it's necessary for what I do. Like I've changed mufflers about 3 times in the last year or so I don't really feel the need to buy a whole kit, when I'm just swapping out mufflers. But it's to each their own. Whatever you want to spend, do what you gotta do. But that's just my personal preference. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get on a different street to show you guys the spectrum a little better, just so the variety of sounds you can get out of this muffler. Obviously, that you can do a lot of things to change the sound of it, whether you're running cats or not, how many you're running, changing the length of tubing, the diameter of the tubing, if you have a tip or not, and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot you can do to make this sound aggressive and less aggressive. But this is just the setup that I chose with. It's pretty basic, nothing too crazy, but I enjoy it so far. So yeah, keep you guys updated with some more clips. And then yeah, so I was watching back some of these clips and I realized it's gonna be a little hard to truly document the in-cab drone on camera, just because it's gonna pick up a lot deeper than it really is. So that was one thing that I'm kind of concerned about now, but I'm hoping you guys at least believe me. Like, after running, honestly, it might be, I don't know, for all I know, it could be terrible, but I don't think it's terrible just because I've been running no muffler. But another pull right here. Obviously, going through gears, you're gonna have higher RPM, so it's gonna be louder. But just your regular drone, it's nothing too insane. And like I said, it's gonna be harder to hear that on the camera, just because it's gonna pick it up a lot easier than if it was like really quiet. But it really isn't that bad compared to what I've run before. So I think that's really a plus. Even before I had the tip on there, it wasn't too terrible. It was more noticeable, but I could comfortably cruise with this, going from where I stayed to down to SoCal, or going, out to Pismo or stuff like that. It's really, it's when you're sitting. Like, if I was to sit, I'll sit at 50 right now, and it calms down. And honestly, I really think it's the best of both worlds, because you have that loud, aggressive tone when you want it to be that deep grumble, but it's also, it can be quiet, and it's no annoying drone, no headaches while you're driving. So it's just like, it's like perfect in my opinion. I really am happy with the outcome and the performance of this muffler. And I've had friends, recommending me this bumper, months ago. And I was like, well, maybe I'll look into it. And I regret not getting it sooner. I really do enjoy this bumper. I'll have a link to the website for Black Widow, and then to this muffler as well, this exact muffler, in the description if you guys want to check that out. But that's gonna wrap today's video. I didn't really get any clips of them installing it, because again, it took like 10 minutes or something welded on, and then that was that. But hopefully this is enough information for you guys if you were curious about this muffler, whether this muffler in general, or wanting to hear on a different truck. But hopefully this video helped you guys out. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my social description below on Instagram. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. See you next time.